Yeah.
Just be a nice person.
Yeah.
If you can't do somebody a good deed, don't do them anything. Just walk away.
Well, that's the whole idea. I think this industry is still the same as it was when I joined it in 2008, and personal development's been so key.
Massive.
You know, getting your audiobooks, podcasts, speaking to inspirational people, just changes your mindset.
That's how you learn.
So how did you come by your personal development journey? And having that gratitude that you have for today?
Yeah, I went on a Tony Robbins course.
Yeah.
When I didn't quite understand what it was, and I thought, shit, what's happening here? It was
jumping up and down.
Oh, it was mental. And I didn't really do a lot with that other than read Unlimited Power a few times and then Awaken the Giant, but it didn't really hit us that much. And then in the early 2000s, I paid for myself to go on a Dale Carnegie Executive Development course, and it was $5,000 of my own money. And I didn't want to go through work because there's always some idiot like making notes. I want to do this myself. And it was at Alton Hall in Leeds, and it was full of millionaires. Some bloke had an asbestos company, another one ran a chain of garages, another one had these printing business. They were all proper minted, and I'm thinking, oh Jesus, because I had a few quid, but I wasn't like them. And then they sort of on the course, it was every Friday for I think 5 or 6 weeks. Then there was an overnighter where we all got pissed. Then you had to do this presentation on what you'd learned, and I didn't realise how good I was. And this course sort of told me how good I was, and I thought, right, bring it on, because sometimes you need somebody externally to go, bloody hell, how do you know how to do that? Mm-hmm. And that was the sort of catalyst. I thought, one day I'm going to run this massive thing that I don't know where it is yet, because they all said, look Rich, you've got this amazing ability to crack on with people and get the best out of people. And that's when I learned. And then I also learned when my son was 8, he's 33 now by the way, and I ran the football team. Mm-hmm. And I realised you could get kids who were like not the best footballers in the world to believe in themselves. And we never actually won anything, but we got to a cup final, and you'd think they'd won the World Cup. And I thought, well, do you know what? You just need to inspire them, because if you can inspire people and make them feel good about themselves, well, that's our job, innit? I don't know. Have you got children?
Yeah, 3.
Well, that's our job, innit?
Yep.
To make your kids feel safe, fill them full of self-esteem. Yep. And when they say, do you think I can do that, Dad? You go, yeah. Because when they're at school, the teacher goes, don't be stupid. Mm-hmm. You know, and there's the age-old adage that says, little Johnny wanted to be an astronaut. So the first thing that comes out of the teacher's gob is, well, don't be stupid. Mm-hmm. Well, why can't he be an astronaut? Richard Branson. He's an astronaut now, isn't he?
Yeah.
But he will be.
Yeah.
So I just think, it's...
anyone can achieve anything.
Yeah, because this is not a dress rehearsal. You know, when today's gone, it's gone. Because some people didn't wake up this morning. Yeah. So if you wake up one morning, you should dive out of bed because you're lucky. And then you just do your best, give it everything you've got, and then you can sleep at night. And that's my philosophy, and it sort of works. You know, that's what I instill into my kids and my friends and all that. It's good crack, you know.
Yeah.
Life's very simple for me. I'm a very simple bloke.
It is very simple, but it's almost simple that it seems too easy to do, but it is that. My dad's kind of the same kind of attitude.
Is he? Old school, is he?
Old school, 76.
Good lad.
You know, he's worked, he's still 76, still works a 4-day week. He has my kids on a Wednesday, or hunts an hour on a Wednesday. But it's just like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what's in front of you, push through, fight it. You can always sell, be the best person that you can be.
That's it.
Look someone in the eyes when you shake your hand, you know.
Old school.
Yeah.
See, I'm like that. My dad used to
relationships.
Say, dad used to say, judge them by the handshake and all that. So it was a firm one, a proper handshake. And then you got the old Freemasons who do the old funny little, you know, then they put their pennies and all that on. And then he used to say, it's different now because all you lot have got a beard, haven't you? Dad used to say, never trust a bloke with a beard. And I'm saying, what for? He says, they're trying to hide something. I'm all right then, but now you've all got beards, haven't you? And he says, and if they've got a tash, all bets are off. So, like, old school is a weird school. Yeah. But just look them in the eye and, it works, doesn't it? Yeah. Just be a nice person. Yeah. If you can't do somebody a good deed, don't do them anything. Just walk away. But, you know, I won't, like, talk to negative people. I can't be arsed with them. I'll literally just walk away. So rather than be negative back, I think, look, see you later, mate. You know, if a negative person rings me on the phone, I'm not going to take it. Mm-hmm. Or if they start vomiting down the phone, I say, I'll just cut them off. Did you cut me off? I said, I did, yeah. Why? So were you talking shit down the phone? I'm not interested. What's the solution? There's a tip for you. Somebody comes at you with a problem, just say, so what's the solution? And they're like, yeah. No, what's the solution? Say that 3 times, and they never ring you up with another problem. They find the solution. Otherwise, you become like an agony aunt. Yeah. And it's so easy to be an agony aunt, because there's loads of negative people out there, aren't there?
That's the way the world is now, without a shadow of a doubt.
Just time to look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I do a daft talk and I say, look, when everybody gets up in the morning and we do what we do. You go to the loo, you clean your teeth and you have a wash or a shave. And you look in the mirror. If you imagine the word accountability is on the top of the mirror. And who's looking back at you? You know, you're going to give it your best shot today?
Yeah.
or are you just going to float through and blame everyone? And then even worse, on a night, when you clean your teeth again, and you have another wash, and you look in that mirror, the accountability mirror, who's looking back at you? Have you done everything you possibly could do in the day? Have you been as positive as you could? Have you helped a load of people, or were you a tosser? Because we all sometimes make stupid decisions, don't we?
Yeah.
And then you sleep like a top. That's the accountability mirror.
It's a good one.
Makes you
Again,
think.
it's so simple, but it does have such a big impact.
Makes
in
you
terms
think,
of
man.
just,
It makes you think.
So what's some of the best audiobooks or podcasts or things that you've listened to that have...
Yeah.
People should be listening to themselves?
Anybody who's going to go into sales has to listen to or read Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yep.
It's non-negotiable. Little tips, put yourself in the other person's shoes, see it from the other person's point of view, using names. It's like the world's best book on selling. It's phenomenal. So I would always recommend, I gave that to my son when he was thinking of going into sales, and he read it and he could probably recite it now. So that's a non-negotiable. Other stuff, the Robbinsy stuff is a bit like take it or leave it for me, because it's like rah 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 and walk over the red hot coals and not burn your feet and how do I do that. It's sort of filling you with inspiration, isn't it? I just read. I've got one at the minute. My daughter bought me. It's about getting a work-life balance. But stuff like that, I go around the edges now.
Yeah.
So I would read anything that was written by somebody that was successful, and then I love podcasts from successful people. It's just positivity rules,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much just having a positive mind and actually thinking that anything is possible can have such a big impact on your day-to-day life and your outcomes.
Well, the good news is, Gary, we can make a choice, can't we?
Yeah.
You choose to be positive,
Yeah.
or you choose to be negative. And if you choose to be negative, you're stupid. You're off your head. Because why would you go through a day feeling shit when you can go through a day feeling mint? And these people that go through a day feeling down in the dumps, the neg men, somebody needs to give them a hand and say, look, whoa, life's not like that, man. You're going to die soon. Because my other little thing is, when the big fella up there, when you're in your coffin, right, and the big fella's saying, you're all right, Rich, you've got a couple of minutes to go and then we're going to put the coffin lid on. It's quite a good analogy, this. And he goes, have you got any regrets? Are you going to look up at me and say, yeah, I've got stacks. I wish I'd done that. I wish I'd lived there. I wish I'd made a few more quid. I wish I'd been on holiday to all these other places, which most people would do. I wish I'd turned left on an aeroplane. All this sort of stuff. Or are you going to say, no, mate, I've got no regrets. I couldn't have crammed any more in. I couldn't have had any more laughs. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
And I've made loads of mistakes, and you learn from your mistakes. You keep making mistakes. You think, I'm not going to do that again. Because we're not perfect, are we? Mm-hmm. The ones that go on as if they're perfect, they're not. They're hiding something, aren't they? So I've effed up loads of times. But you think, okay, right, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
And just be a good person. And if you make people feel special, you feel special. And the two biggest words in the motivational book, there should be one book, right? And it should be one page, and it's thank you. Just make every salesman or everybody who's interacting with clients, just learn that book. It says thank you. Because when you say thank you to somebody, you don't have to, do you? Mm-hmm. And you know yourself, if somebody says thank you, how do you feel?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
And if you say it to somebody, how do you feel?
Yeah.
So that for me is just what you should do. Whether it's the cleaner, the bloke that's been serving the coffees in here, or the general manager of a multi-million-pound worldwide conglomerate, just say thank you to him. Because we're all the same, aren't we?
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt.
We all get up in the morning, have a shave and a clean with teeth.
Do the same things.
Do the same thing.
You were going to say something else there.
I was. And I realised I'm on a podcast or something. I didn't know you more a podcast is. So yeah, just be a good person.
Yeah, it's so true. We were in Cyprus, I don't know, a month ago or whatever. And as we were saying about my dad and everything, he was walking around and he was in the restaurant and he shakes everybody's hand, makes everybody feel really special and everything else.
Class.
And he went up to what looked like the manager of the hotel and effectively just said, great hotel, you've only been open 2 years, all this kind of stuff. And they said, what room are you staying in and all this? He said, okay, no problem at all. And they sent the champagne to his room. And the guy said, I'm going to send an email to the head of the hotel and just let them know and everything else. Funnily enough, 2 days later, shaking hands with everybody. He met that person and he was like, I told them all that it was all really good. Yeah. He was like, that's me. They're sending the email
so who taught your dad that?
God knows. I don't actually know. That's a question for him.
That's old.
But yeah. It's no matter whether it's the person who's serving him, whether it's someone he meets, he's always treats everybody on the same level playing.
Do you know what, right?
And it's the best skill that you can have.
I'd like to meet your dad.
Relationships.
I'd like to meet your dad because he's old school.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
So whatever hotel I'm at or whatever shop I'm in, somebody's done like proper 5-star McDonald's service.
Yeah.
I get the name and I get the name of the boss and I email the boss and I tell them what a credit that person's been.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the manager emails back and says, thanks very much, we normally just get complaints. And then I say...
It's so true.
I know. Then I say, so what did you do with my email? And the best one I ever had was a lad called James who was working in the Hilton Hotel, East Midlands. He was a Geordie. And I was in the restaurant on his first day. So he's like waiting on. He didn't know what to do, and having a bit of crack. I said, "So what's your goals?" He said, "Oh, I want to manage a hotel." I says, "Well, you will." He says, "Well, I'm just starting it." I says, "You will, because you've got a nice manner." So I wrote an email to his boss at the time, and I said, "James, lardy-dardy-dardy, he's a real credit to the hotel. Get him on your management development program, because he's the nuts." And then they came back and said, "Thank you so much, thank you so much." I said, "What did you do with my email?" They said, "We put it on the staff notice board." So guess how James felt when he saw that?
Yeah.
And now he's running his own hotel.
Is he really?
Aye. He got promoted, the fastest ever.
Yeah.
And now he's running the hotel.
It's crazy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just say thank you, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, manners cost nothing at the end of the day. It's the same thing we say to
Because
the
you never
kids.
know what's going on in their little world, do you?
Yeah.
You never know what shit they're going through.
Yeah.
You never know if they've got cancer or they've just got divorced or their kid's poorly. So you
Yeah.
may as well make their day.
Yeah.
So you either make the day or do nothing. So I'll just try and make people's day.